Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I'm late. Today's Thursday. You know I usually do a Goodwill Tuesday. I did go to Goodwill on Tuesday. I waited to shoot the video because I bought myself something off Amazon as a little treat because, it's been kind of crappy lately. And I was waiting for it to be delivered yesterday and I was going to make a video. And of course, Amazon said, it'll be delivered by 10 a.m. It wasn't. So I've decided to wait till today. So I didn't get a whole lot of Goodwill, but I'm going to show you what I got. So the first thing is I picked up more modern patterns. And I know I told you guys I picked up a couple. It was actually a couple. It was two. Last week on like Friday, and I never showed them to you guys. I've actually sold them, so I can't show them to you. So I'm going to show you, the ones that I got this Tuesday. And unfortunately, I did already put them up on Etsy and package them, so there might be a little bit glare, but we'll see. So yeah, basic see and sew. Nice pattern though. Basic circle skirt pattern. Really easy pattern. This would be a great beginner's pattern. Got McCall's. I know, sorry for the glare. I don't want to put the light on because that'll make the glare worse. Even though today, it's like 10:30 in the morning when I'm filming this, and it looks like it's like 5 at night outside because it's so gray today. But, winter in New Jersey. And yesterday was the opposite. We had pretty much every season this week in New Jersey. We had, faux summer, which is what my friend calls it. He calls it faux summer. And it was 68 degrees yesterday. Today, the high is going to be 37, and right now it's about 35 degrees outside. It's really crazy. And last night when I got done dinner at around 6 o'clock, it was like 60 degrees. And I'm looking at my phone for the weather, and it's telling me that it's going to drop to 32 by 2 in the morning. It was nuts, right? Interestingly, when I was at Goodwill, two of the patterns I picked up, I've never heard of these companies. They're indie patterns, but so hey, let me know in the comments if you're familiar with these. I thought they were kind of cool. They are uncut. They're brand new. They're uncut. They're indie patterns. I had never heard of these companies, either of them. I actually still am not 100% sure what the name of this company is. It says Louise Erickson Designs, and it says Design and Artwork by Louise Erickson. It's just a button-down shirt, but it's a cool pattern, and it's not real old. It's from 2000, where is it? Yeah, 2009. So it's not a super old pattern. It's from 2009. And this one is by a company called, or a group called Creative Abundance, and this is only from 2010. But I've never heard of either of these. But I like to get indie patterns because indie patterns seem to be, first of all, more expensive, which means I can sell them for more. And I noticed they get bought really quick. So that's kind of cool. I also found this. It's an interfacing that I guess is designed for knits, from what I can understand. So, but I always tell you guys, I always buy interfacing. Interfacing's expensive. That was $1.50. Then I got my senior citizens discount on top of it. So I was pretty happy. Before we get on to the next segment, I do want to give a shout out to everybody who made comments about the last video. I'm so sorry to hear that so many of the people that watch me are also suffering with cancer. And I do say suffering, not because part of the thing about suffering with cancer is not even the cancer, it's all of the other crap. And you that are going through it know, you know what I'm talking about. It's hard to explain to people who haven't had anything really chronic happen to them, but after a while, you start to get really tired of being prodded and poked, and you're always half naked, and like everywhere you go you're like half naked, and there's always somebody else being called into the room because they want to look at you while you're half naked, and and you get tired of like, the thing that gets me the most tired is I get tired of going to doctor's appointments. I sit in the waiting room and waste time while I'm waiting to go see a doctor for 15 minutes, and then, okay, here's a script. We want you to run over here and get blood work, and we want you to go over here and get this done. And you get so tired of doctor's appointments and procedures. And not for nothing, and I know this makes me a bit of a bitch, but I just also get tired of like being in it. I don't know how to describe it. those of you who have cancer wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Like, you just get tired of being identified as the person with cancer. I guess that's the best way to say it. I'm kind of glad that this second time it's really mild, and that I did go through something more serious before, because this time I'm much more prepared for all of the stuff that's going to come in the future. And actually, this time might be really a breeze on comparison to last time, because according to the doctor, when she does a hysterectomy, if she doesn't find cancer anyplace else except for that one little lump, they're not even going to give me chemo. So that's like great news. So I don't have to go through chemo. I don't have to lose my hair again. Right, none of that. But yeah, it's hard to explain the many nuances and feelings around having cancer and being a patient and feeling like a full-time patient. You start to lose a bit of your own like identity. Last time I was very tired. I'm already very tired. I might be really tired this time. And I don't know if anybody else experienced this. Please comment if you did, so I don't feel like I'm the only person. But like, people will invite you to things and you want to go, but then you're like, they want to go to the art museum, and it may be something you love, but then you think, oh my God, like, am I going to be able to walk for 2 hours while we go through an art museum? Because I'm tired getting up and sweeping the kitchen. Stuff like that. You begin to really miss out on stuff because you're just not sure that you can actually do it. And it's hard because you want to say yes to things, but you don't want to disappoint people. You don't want to disappoint yourself. But you are always thinking, I don't know if I have the strength and energy to do whatever it is. And it could be something as simple as just going dancing with your girlfriends, stuff like that. So that was a downer. So on a lighter note and a higher note, I treated myself to this. So this is the only Gertie book I didn't previously own. This is also the only new one that I've ever owned. All my other Gertie books I bought used through Amazon, Mercari, places like that. I verified that they did still have the patterns intact, and then I bought them for a reduced price. So this was, I'm a cheap hussy, so spending $20 on a book, even when it has like 6 patterns in the back, you know how difficult that was for my little cheap change purse, right? But it's so great. And the reason this is titled Thirsty Thursday is because I want to pretty much make every dress in this book. And you know my record with trying to sew lately. But I can say this. I can see the floor of my sewing room. I'm beginning to take my sewing room back. My goal, even before I go into surgery, is to get as many patterns as I can up on Etsy, put away, and off my floor, so that I can actually move around in here and do some sewing. That's like my goal. So I'm just going to give you, I think we have time. Yeah. I'm going to give you a quick browse through her book. And of course, all of the dresses I want to make. Now, I must say, if you're a person who has Gertie's other books, you'll notice this seems light. Like, her other books seem to have a lot more patterns in them. But, that's okay. Whatevs. All right, so this one, I'm just going to show you this because really, do we really need to know the other stuff? No. This is called the Popover Dress. And in, true Gertie fashion, she has the kind of a variation. This is called the bias cut dress with a waistline shearing. And I absolutely love this. I love the fabric on this. Can you see that? Ooh. Pink gingham. How girly. Oh, the Chemise Dress. She has a couple variations of this, so I'll show you guys the variations. But the Chemise Dress is a winner. Yeah, see, here's the Chemise Dress with a square neckline and a belt. I really love this. And then here is the Chemise Dress as a fringed cocktail dress. So, I mean, what? We're halfway through. And who doesn't already want all these dresses, right? The Swirl Dress, which I love this, but the next one is probably the one I'm going to try to make if I can do it. And this is the variation. She calls it the plaid dress with double pockets. And I don't know if you can see it, but can you see how the pocket's over here? It's a pocket on top of a pocket. And I don't know if you guys remember, but 100 videos ago, I bought all that plaid fabric that I found at Goodwill. That's what I'm going to try and make. And then there's this. Like, how gorgeous is that? Wait, and this one I'm going to show you. This is the boat neck dress, and I'm going to show you the back of it because the back is fabulous. Isn't that incredible? You know, the only problem I see with Gertie's dresses is some of the fabrics she's using. I'm really curious where she found them because I find it very hard to find border print fabrics or fabrics that have, like that black dress I just showed you had a scalloped detail where the lace, the eyelet lace, was finished into a scallop on the bottom. I can never find that stuff. This is a sheath dress, and she did it in tweed. It's right, so Mad Men. So Joan from Mad Men. That reference is probably too old now, isn't it? That's all right. I'm an old bird. This is, I think this is very pretty. I don't imagine ever seeing myself wearing this. This to me seems very young. This is a party dress, and it's made with flocked tulle, and I'm sorry, tulle, and it's lovely, but it's very, very prom to me. Here is the patio dress, and I went out on Etsy, or not Etsy, Pinterest, and a ton of people have made the patio dress. Now, here's the version of the patio dress I love. This is the short sleeve patio dress. She calls it the short sleeve day dress, but it's basically the patio dress pattern. It's so pretty. And that's it. So like I said, like if you're a Gertie fan, you'll notice that seems light for Gertie, right? That's not as many as we usually get from her. My favorite Gertie book that I've used that I made a skirt out of is actually the Gertie Sews Vintage Casual, which is the separates book. And that, everything has a variation. It's like the skirt can be a short skirt, it can be a pair of shorts, you know, the shirt can be a sleeveless shirt or a sailor shirt, you know, like on and on and on. That's one of my favorites. I highly recommend that one. I will keep you guys up to date on this one because I think this might turn out to be a really good one too. So that's what I decided to treat myself with all the stuff going on. I thought, why not, buy myself something nice. I can look at it or read it or whatever when I feel tired and I'm laying in bed. So, surgery's going ahead as planned. I have a date with the cardiologist on Monday. I have an appointment with the cardiologist on Monday to get cardiac clearance. As long as that goes, we'll be going ahead. I'll be out of work from the 14th till the 23rd, 14th of March to the 23rd of April. So that should be interesting. And yeah, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect the channel, but it might. So stay tuned. And, I'm hoping I can keep doing videos. I mean, I'm really just sitting here. So, right. So until the next video, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if any of you are familiar with these indie patterns. Let me know if anybody's made any of the stuff out of here. So far, the only two things I've found is the patio dress a lot of people have made and the popover dress. So there's that. And until my next video, I hope you all stay well. I hope it's warmer and sunnier where you are than it is where I am. And yeah, stay well. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.